Oh, solar panels, not having a good time. Solar panels not having a good time. Rocket not having a good time. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program! If you remember last time, we went to Eve, and we failed to complete our mission. We forgot to do this. We didn't get anything from around space. So we also accepted this mission, Splashdown in the Oceans of Eve, and I'm hoping I'm going to do this mission now, and use that to kind of finish off this other mission that I forgot to finish. And here's the rocket. I hope it'll do it. It might look familiar. It might look really, really familiar. Kind of because I started with the same basic rocket. I did a couple of things. I got rid of the rover from the top. You can see I got this other thing that I'm hoping I can splash down in the ocean. Get a whole bunch of science and transmit from space and from the atmosphere and a whole bunch of stuff like that. And I also added this little dealie. This guy up on top. This is going to be a little probe that I leave in orbit of Eve, and maybe, just maybe, it'll come into play a little later in some future contract that I get. Because all that kind of adds some weight, I changed up the hoses a little bit and the staging a little bit so that we have kind of a little more asparagus-style staging, and that got our Delta V back up to where it needs to be. But it did make it a little more expensive. Not a lot more expensive, but a little bit. It's still going to be worth it to do this whole mission, because we're going to make double this just from splashing down, I think. But let's go see how it flies! Behold its gloriousness on the launch pad! Alright, let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, go! Taking off nice and easy like. Get ready to behold the newness of the staging. This has the same amount of fuel and the same number of rockets as last time, but I staged them a little bit differently. See? They ran out. Goodbye! Only 2 of them! They're gonna crash back down in a fiery storm of Kerbal death. But the mission will be fine. Alright, Apoapsis is up into space. This is the normal boring part that you've seen probably tens of times by now. Alright, we gotta get the fairing ejected, I think. We're in space now. We don't need no fairing. Ain't got no time for that. Boom! Goodbye, fairing. Fare thee well on your short life back into the atmosphere. Alright, now we got to achieve orbital something or another. Velocity, that's it. Ooh, solar panels. I forgot about those. Rocketing through space. Rocketing, rocketing. Clearly I've gone insane. Ran out of fuel. Goodbye, tanks. Tanks for nothing. Tanks for all your help? Is that better? I don't know. We've lost rigidity. We're going all wibbly wobbly. This happened the last time, didn't it? Why didn't I fix that? Orbit. That's what I like to see. Alright, now, just like last time, to get to Eve, we're going to have to start burning right about here. So, kind of like around sunrise, when we see the sun come over the horizon, we hit the gas. Alrighty. Here we are! The sun is over the horizon, and we are pointed exactly the wrong way. We couldn't be any wronger in the direction that we're pointing. Unfortunately, since I, again, did not plan when I was leaving, I don't know if I'm actually going to encounter Eve anytime soon. Probably not, so this might end up being another one of those multiple maneuver node kinds of things where I probably should have waited for a better launch day. Oh well, live and learn, right? Or don't. I mean, it worked out so far, this whole not planning stuff. Alright, I definitely launched at the wrong time, so I'm gonna kind of try to reset my whole orbital thing here and see what happens. Mess around for a long time. I'll let you know when I'm done. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, that is perfection itself. I think. Actually, no, that's pretty far from perfection, but it's good enough. That's the important part. Good enough. Warping ahead. Let's all sing the warping song. I don't think there is a warping song. Quick, someone make up a warping song, and then sing it. Imagine if we were actually in space, we'd probably have a lot of songs. Alright, at the node. Node number 1. Good old boring maneuver nodes. Ooh, we can do it in silhouette. What do you think? The whole thing in silhouette? Silhouette mode? Everything looks more epic in silhouette. What style of music would a warping song be? Would it be like the Seven Dwarfs or whatever in that show, and they're singing their little tune with whistling? Probably couldn't do something like that. That'd get really annoying after like 3 years in space. You know, you may have noticed I updated a bunch of my mods. I got Kerbal Engineer back, and it doesn't work at all now. I don't think it's supposed to work with probes. I don't know. There's like a part I should have put on here, but it used to at least give me that heads-up display thing. That was nice. Now I have to play as if I don't have Engineer. You know, like a noob. It's fine. You don't really need Engineer. I did a whole bunch of missions without Engineer. Not all of them as successful, but, you know, some of them were pretty good. I even tried a Joule 5 mission without engineer before I had any mods at all. It's where you send up like a mothership and you have a bunch of landers on the mothership and you send it to Joule. You try to land a lander with a Kerbal in it on every single moon and then return them back. And I did, except for Tylo. The Tylo rover never left Tylo. It's in a billion pieces all over the surface. That is a hard moon. Of course, that was back in the days before re-entry heat and all that, so I could just like, I came in way too fast. And I just aero-braked right through the gas giant planet. No problems. I try that now, I'd probably die. Kinda like how I blew up that one Eve thing. I mean, I didn't blow up any mission to Eve, what are you talking about? That didn't happen. We're at 100% success, except for that one death. And the rover exploding. And I did crash one of the moon landers. Okay, maybe not 100% success. And encounter! Now it's time to get that periapsis as low as possible. Uh-oh. What just changed? Something just changed. Maybe I'm encountering the moon or something. Whatever. We'll deal with it later. We'll deal with it when we get there. We're coming in. I see you, Eve. And stop! Ooh. Not a bad encounter, if I do say so myself. So this is the new mod I got, or re-got, like I mentioned. I think it's called Science Alert. I can do all of these things, and I shall. Alright, temperature. Measuring the temperature of space is quite hard. Excellent. The instrument reads 0, as if it were in a vacuum. Who knew? Material study. Ooh. The high radiation environment caused a few of the samples to glow. Looks like it'd be fun to paint the rocket with this. Wear lead underpants. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, and let's transmit all of this. All of this wonderful science. Let's transmit it straight into the heat shield. Good job, engineers. And bing, we have successfully explored Eve. It only took 3 launches. Huzzah! Bunch of money. Ooh, almost 2 million. Alright, so now that we're flying all nice and awesome, let's get our trajectory a little more perfect. Nice and lowered. This time, I'm not just going to dive straight into the atmosphere like I did the other first launch. That was a really bad idea. That's what I get, though, for looking up something on the internet. It just did not work out well for me. Where did we learn the atmosphere starts? Was it 90? Was that about 90? Atmospheric height, 90,000 meters. Excellent. We actually know something this time. Here we are, warping in to a beautiful purple planet that unfortunately is full of death. Remember what we learned last time? Aero braking is dangerous. I'm just going to use the rocket to slow us down. Much safer. Aero braking is hard, okay? So we're going to do this exactly like last time. In literally every single way. Except we're going to try to land in an ocean. That'll be a little different. One other very, very important difference. Remember this guy? On the end here? Yeah, we're not going to keep him around. He's going to go bye-bye. So, sayonara! That little rocket, by the way, is going to serve as... What the... That thing's attached? Get off. Get off me. Come on. Oh. This dopey looking thing with a random cylinder floating around it is an orbiter. I'm going to put him in the orbit of Eve here. If I ever get a mission that requires science from the orbit of Eve, I'm going to use him. And if I get a mission that requires science from the orbit of Gilly, or to explore Gilly, the little moon here. See the little moon? Isn't it? Wow, he's a deformed little moon. I can actually land this guy on Gilly. Because Gilly's really tiny, very, very low gravity. I can land him on Gilly, I can get back into orbit of Gilly, I can do a whole bunch of things. So that guy is like, you know, future investment for possibly exploring Gilly and getting a bucket load of money without actually doing another mission. So that's what you're going to do. Oh well, it'll look like the spaceship has a halo. That's kind of cool, I suppose. Now time to wander alone around the purple planet with your weird-looking oversized hat. Ooh, in the atmosphere. Quick, quick. Observe, observe. Oh, solar panels. Not having a good time. Solar panels not having a good time. Rocket not having a good time. We're barely touching the atmosphere. You can make it. You can do it. We're almost out of the atmosphere. You're good. You're still fine. Please don't blow up. Okay, we're good. We are good. Almost had the same thing happen. That would be very, very bad. That would not make for a happy me. Alright, what are our odds like this orbit? Still not great. This thing has a really huge ocean, right? I should try to aim for that, maybe. Maybe the next orbit. The weird thing is, now I'm even more nervous about landing somewhere with water. I wanted to get land before. Like, oh, it can't land in water. And now I'm, like, super nervous about landing in water. What gives, brain? I think I know my plan of attack. I'm going to try to come in this way, over this water. It's a whole bunch of water. It's pretty hard to miss that much water. If I do manage to land, like, on this little island, I think I deserve a medal. Okay, there. By the time the planet rotates, that's just going to be a whole bunch of open ocean for me to fly over. Good. Good, good. And, of course, re-entering in the dark. Uh-oh. How are my air brakes getting hot? They're supposed to be good at that. Come on, air brakes. Don't be jerks. Come on, air brakes. Stabilize me. Please? Please stabilize me. I know I went with fewer air brakes this time. Don't make me regret it. Okay, we're stabilizing. And my heart rate is going down. That's good. Uh-oh, other things are getting hot. Heart rate's going back up. It's going back up. This is stressful. Spaceflight is stressful. Ooh, look at that. Green horizon. That's so cool. Oh, yellow, purple. Yellow, purple, and green. All visible on this one screen. That's pretty beautiful if I do say so myself. Come on, sun. Waiting for the sun. Bring on the sun. Sun! Nice. That is very pretty. Okay, now this thing better not explode. Back to the actual worrisome thing. Please don't blow up. Oh, what's blowing up? I hope it's that. I hope that's blowing up. The debris thing that I ejected in a moment of panic when we started re-entering. I mean, that was planned. I was going to use the engines to slow me down, and then I started hitting the atmosphere sideways, and like, uh-oh, things are getting hot. Gotta eject. Learn from past mistakes. Well, the good news is we are rapidly slowing down. That was supposed to happen. Our apoapsis is fast approaching. Please go down faster. Well, looking at the orbit, it's going to be a miracle if we land right here or right there. Those are the only places possible in our line of flight where we're not going to hit water. Come on, water. Got money on water. Well, things are getting hot again. I'm really surprised this thing hasn't burned off yet. It's sticking out. How we doing, heat shield? I got rid of a lot of your ablator. Please don't make me regret it. Alright, we're starting to slow down more. I can hear the slowing, and I can see the G's going up. Okay, now we are really slowing. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to land in the ocean. We're fine. We're all good. I wasn't worried. Now we're hitting the atmosphere a lot harder. I'm getting a little more worried. Slightly more worried. Oh, decelerating at 3 Gs. Oh, what was that? Something just broke off. Oh, my solar panel. That solar panel broke off. Well, nice knowing you. There, successful atmospheric entry. I think we're slow enough now that nothing's going to explode. So that's a good sign. Ooh, and I can see the texture of the water. That is some very patterned, repetitious water. And look, we used less than 300 ablator. Could have reduced the weight even more on that. Well, either way, see you later, ablator. That almost rhymes. See you later, ablator. Okay, goodbye. Uh-oh. Hello again. Good day, ablator. Okay, I guess you're along for the ride then. And let's not forget, as we're falling, to do some science. And parachutes! You may have noticed I have a lot of extra parachutes on this, including some big ones. So I hope this can slow down enough that when I hit the water, it won't all just get wrecked. Oh, except for the heat shield. He can get wrecked, I don't care. Sploosh! Well, we're down to 2 meters a second. That's pretty slow. Falling so slowly. This is taking forever. Okay, we're almost there, though. We're almost there. 10 meters left. Come on, don't break on impact. 5 meters. 3 meters. Impact! Huzzah! Oh, it tipped over. Don't tip over. Oh, you can tip over. I don't care. Mission accomplished. We have splashed down. Now it's time for some more experiments. Alright, science achieved. Now let's science transmit. Transmit all of everything. All of the science. What does this do? Analysis. Explodium C. That sounds interesting. Or unknown. Great. Landed this thing and he can't tell me. Alright, looks like we transmitted. We have landed. We got our bucket load of funds. 2.4 million funds. Alright. Mission accomplished, guys. Success. First try this time. I'm back to the Space Center. 1100 science. Huzzah! 2.4 million funds. Let's go check this out. Gene's happy. He's happy. And look at this. Explore Gilly. How fortunate that I left a ship in orbit to do that very thing. I don't have time to do it today, though. Maybe I'll do it next time. We'll do it next time along with some other mission. Oh, and Mimbles is around the moon. I gotta go get Milbliss Kerman. So maybe we'll do those two next time, huh? Explore Gilly with my cool probe that I left in orbit, and then go get this guy. How did you get in orbit of the moon to begin with? I didn't send you there. Didn't think there were other people, like, sending rockets around here. So there you have it. I asked you guys over the last few videos, what do you want for your birthday? But before I show it, we have a new question. If you could talk to any person and ask them one question, who would it be and what would you ask? Would you ask Stephen Hawking how black holes work? The person can be fictional or real, dead or alive, doesn't matter, anyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment, please answer our question, give us a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! So, without further ado, what do you want for your birthday?
Oh yeah, that's
Well, remember what I said about bees being really dangerous?
In the world. I was wibbly wobbly. Come on, corner.
Greetings, friends.
No, didn't have any pressure.
Kerbal Space Program. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. That one ended up last time.
Hey, you guys wanted a car hole before the house, right? Wasn't that right? That's what I heard. No, don't need to answer. I'm just gonna read it.
I wasn't worried. Now we're hitting the atmosphere a lot harder. I'm getting a little more worried. Slightly more worried.